Alright everybody, let's check out the Fairlane for those that can't see it in person. So it's a 79 ZH Fairlane, based on the XC Falcon. The centre section where the doors are is the same, and then it's built on a station wagon chassis with longer front and rear sections. So this is a Fairlane 500. There was two models, the 500 and then the Marquee being the top of the line. But interestingly, because this is a 79, it would have had to compete with the new Fairlane coming out, so it had to be pretty well optioned, because why would you buy the old one if the new one's sitting there on the dealership floor? So we take a look in the back seat. Extra legroom, the seat's set further back. Perforated vinyl, little lights up in the roof there. Sales brochure, so you could pick all your options. Have a look in the front. So this being a 79, it's pretty well optioned. So it's got electric windows. Somebody's ticked, they wanted an 8-track player. It's got the T-bar console, we're missing the lid, but we'll work on that. Air conditioning, climate control back in the day. The clock is standard, and it's got an electric power antenna, which is pretty crazy. Ford's top models like the Fairlane and LTD, nothing was allowed to compromise the ride quality. So the steering is excessively boosted and is very, very light. Same with the brake pedal, they've got a larger brake booster, so the brake pedal is very light. And then under the right pedal you've got the big V8, so you don't have to work very hard to drive the car. Now let's get to the interesting bit. So the 500 came standard with a 302, but somebody's ticked the GT Power Pack, so it's got the 351 4V T code with a big aircon pump there. We're going to work on that, get that working. And then a 3-speed FMX behind it, and a 9-inch LSD. So it's quite unassuming, cruising along with a super quiet exhaust. And then when you step on it, it goes pretty well. So the styling's a little bit different to what you'd expect from an Australian car. So it's called Lincoln type design, and it's meant to make the car look more prestigious and American from Ford's Lincoln range, which is why it's got a squared off, sort of bulky front end to it. It's got some other little oddities that you got from a luxury car back in the day. The wipers have an intermittent speed on them, which was a big deal and only available on a high-end car like this. Another neat little feature, because you're likely going to be chauffeuring somebody around, reach down to the interior light switch here, and maybe the Prime Minister wants to do some reading on the way to Parliament. You can turn the lights on and off, the courtesy light. If we come around to the passenger side, we'll see more luxury car craziness. So we've got a little map light there, which was working. I don't know why it's not working now. Glove box has got a light in it. I figured out the map light, the ignition's got to be on, which stop you draining the battery, but if you needed to check the map on a late night drive, just hit that button there. So the styling's a bit of an acquired taste, I'll be honest. Most people usually say it's grandpa, old man styling, and it kind of is, and that's reflected in the way the car drives. So the suspension's set up to completely eliminate any bumps in the road or any vibrations. It's soft, it doesn't make any noise. You alright? But then when you put the boot in, the Falcon GT comes to life.